Well, hello everyone. I'm Roger Haskett. It's Daily Diary. It's March, what is it, the 15th? No, I think it's the 16th. It's the 16th today, 2020. So it's Monday. It's after the weekend. I took the weekend off because I really believe it's important to take breaks. Although there are times where you can't take breaks, and we might be entering some of those times. The pandemic has moved around the world and now has really got us, the whole world, in its clutches. It seems that the southern hemisphere is doing better than the northern, but here in Canada, it has clearly come home. I think we're having an announcement right now from our government. The rumors are that it's going to be, we're going to be in certain types of lockdown. Also all around the world, all sorts of places are shutting down, and so we're not like there's a lot of uncertainty, right? There's a lot of not just uncertainty. There's a lot of despair. There's a lot of grief and like such worry about what's coming our way, and the worries are multiplying, right? Like it's not just the pandemic. It's not just who are you in your life is getting sick, and how do we protect people, and how do we social distance, and how do we maintain a resilient mindset. All those things are true, of course, but we're really starting to see how this is going to affect not just our health, but our ability to make money for our families. And so lots and lots of people are now waking up day after day, sort of recognizing that their jobs and their livelihoods are on the line. And we live in a time of such economic insecurity and such economic inequality that most people in the world are living paycheck to paycheck. And so these two, trends, not being able to work for who knows how long and needing to live paycheck to paycheck are bashing into each other and causing all sorts of individuals massive amounts of stress. So what do we do? I believe, what do we do in these times? Like, I'm dealing with this myself, like on a daily basis. I've been dealing with cancellations for months now. We've taken proactive action to try to redirect and pivot our energy so that we can continue offering value to the world, and hopefully some of that value coming back so that my family and the people in my life are also secure as much as possible. So what do you do in these moments? Like, I believe that one of the strongest responses to overwhelming hardship and overwhelming grief and overwhelming worry, and uncertainty, is to really fight to be positive. There's thinking about stress differently, of thinking about discomfort differently, thinking about how you talk to yourself. All these things are important and valuable. But one of the core rules that I just keep coming back to, and as things get harder, I come back to more and more, is this idea of fighting to be positive. That while we are in negative, there's a lot of power in negative, but there's a lot of depowering. There's a lot of moving away from our power centers as we move towards more and more negative thoughts. Some of the time we have to find how to pull our focus back onto things that are positive so that we fill our life back up with energy, and we fill our life back up with hope and with the ability to believe that there is action that we can take that will help ourselves and the people around us. And it's this belief that we can take action to help, that if we find action to take, even looking for action to take helps us move out of this overwhelming this inability to act. Like, it's almost like like we all have this lethargy that is just pushing us down. Like, you lie in bed, go, I just can't get out of bed. I'm so overwhelmed and so stricken with uncertainty and worry and grief, etc., that I am unable to consider how to act. So getting out of that zone, I believe, is massively important as we move forward into these times of uncertainty, into this time of growing uncertainty, and where we don't know what is happening. it will be wonderful when we get to the end of whatever, or we get to the point of wherever we are, where we can see, now I understand the scope of it. I now understand the extent of it. Even that will be a welcome relief. But right now, in these moments of like, we really don't know. So I believe fighting to be positive. I believe in returning to social support. My wife was talking to me. She was like, make sure you're telling people about how to maintain contact while we're managing social distancing. So if you're, alone and going for a walk, which is really valuable and healthy, as long as you do it somewhere safe as you can be, have your phone with you and talk to, maintain, communication while you're going through this. So fighting to be positive. Maintaining social support in your life is massively important. These are things that I think are at the core of what we need to be building on right now. Like, we build on social support and we build on fight to be positive. And that allows us to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that allows us to have a different attitude towards stress. And that allows us to talk differently about ourselves, about who we are in these moments, so that we can be a bigger version be a bigger version than we think we can be. And certainly a bigger version than we let ourselves be. All of these things are things that we can build upon in these moments to try to create power in your life to help you and the people in your life, right? To build up resilience in your life to help you and the people in your life. That's what we're talking about. Fighting to be positive, social support, more and more and more. All of these ideas to help you and to help me rise up in these moments so that we can be who we need to be. So that we can be the me that I want to be right now. So that I can be that person for my family. So I can be that person for me. So I can be that person for the teams I'm on. So I can be that person for the organizations I'm in, for the associations I'm in. So that I can still take meaningful action in these times of hardship and uncertainty. Meaningful action. I'm Roger Haskett. It's March 16th, 2020. We're talking about building resilience in you so that you can help yourself and your loved ones and the rest of the world. Fight to be positive, people. Fight to be positive.